it's one of these things that I guess I'm so obsessed with being a winner and never failing, because I mean failure is just very unlikely for me because it's I have so many um I have so many uh different dreams. For me it's like with music I try to write like somebody like Kurt Cobain and scream like Kurt Cobain, but if it doesn't work out, if I because sometimes it's just like I'm just not in a screaming mood for whatever reason. Sometimes it's because I'm being an idiot and I can't really bring myself to scream. I mean, I just because I just don't feel I just don't feel that way. I guess I'm more in touch with, let's just call it being a bitch or being a freak, and because that can happen. Um, I've opened myself up to being into bands like Oasis, where it's not really, they're not a screaming band, right? So you can just sing, and I feel like the cool thing about Oasis is I feel that pretty much anybody can do it. Like anybody can sing those songs. It's like I said, the cool thing about Oasis is like I really feel like I really feel like you can be um completely free. Like I really feel like anybody can pick up the guitar. Like as long as you can, I've got the abilities on guitar, so I'll always be able to play those songs. They're very simple songs, like standard chords. Is that the right word? I think it's the right word. I don't even know. That's pretty bad. I don't even know. But simple chords and like I said, the singing is very easy. Like I can't think of anybody on planet Earth where if they could play guitar, right? I mean, I can play guitar, but it's like I can't think of anybody who I could become. Do you know what I mean? Like for me, it might be true that failure is actually impossible for me because like I say, I feel like anybody could get away with singing Oasis songs. Literally anybody. Like if I look at somebody and I think that, you know, they're just um just not a role model. I don't know how to describe it, but let's just say that they are I don't know, not a role model. You got to be a good person, I guess the only way I would fail would be if I basically just became somebody that I'm not. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Just because who I am. I mean, I'm very. It's I'm not. Um, I'm not. Let's say a nasty piece of work. I guess is what I'm saying. I mean, in the sense of how can I describe this? I'm not. When you think of like a criminal, right? Somebody who maybe murders somebody, right? Um, they tend to be, the kind of person who's just got something off about them, something, you know, and and it's but these kind of people that they're never sorry for who they are. You know what I mean? Like, if they're like just if they're just I don't know how to describe this person, but because it doesn't really make sense. It's just like they're not apologetic for who they are, and you know they're bad people. I don't. It's hard to describe because I wouldn't say I'm a good person, but you know I don't think it's like wrong to be a bad person in the sense of I still think you can kick ass. Okay, I should have said that. No. Um, I still think you can write good music and you can be a bad person. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, maybe think of it like somebody similar to me, but like Marilyn Manson, right? He wouldn't be the kind of person who, um, you know, singing Oasis style songs. It wouldn't really work, you know, because he's kind of a dark um, guy. Um, so maybe think of just like you know, just Marilyn Manson's the only famous person I can really think of um, who would you'll know. So I mean, uh, so I can give him as an example, but I can't think. Let me think. Just a sadistic prick, I guess, is all I'm trying to think of. Maybe just like if somebody was a sadistic prick. Um, I don't know. It's who can I give an example? Who's a good example? I don't know, cause it seems like just somebody who's not happy. I guess I don't know. Is that maybe the case? Just someone who's not happy. I guess if somebody's not happy, they wouldn't be suited to singing Oasis style songs. You know, like a criminal. You know, someone who has something really it's just wrong. You know what I mean? It's just wrong. Um, but like I say, if I became somebody who um, you know, it, you know, someone who was just wrong. I mean, I would always be apologetic about that, right? It's like I don't I don't understand or I don't relate to somebody who is a criminal, like a hard criminal, that kind of person, you know. So I would never be that guy, you know. And like I say, if I ever did become that guy, I would find a way out of being that guy, right? Um, you know, the so it's that thing of you'll always get it back anyway, you know. Um, so it's kind of really hard and basically impossible for me to fail. I think the example I was giving, um, there was this guy on Kitchen Nightmares, Gordon Ramsay's. Oh, not Kitchen Nightmares. I can't. Maybe it's Kitchen Nightmares. I can't remember what it's called. But that was his owner, and if you ever seen the episode, he was basically known for being really arrogant. And he'd say stuff like, "Oh, I'm not arrogant. I'm just passionate," you know. Um, but if you've seen that episode, when you look at him, I think even somebody like him, somebody like him, if he could play guitar like me, I could play these simple chords. If I became somebody like him, right? I even feel, I'd still be able to play Oasis style songs and like make it work. And for me, like when I saw this guy, I just thought like, he's got like he just seems like he's got a pathetic attitude. He seems like a piece of shit, you know. Seems like a phony. That's what Gordon Ramsay called him as well. He's a fake and all this. But I think like even if my, let's say, aura became like his, um, and I still think I could pull off Oasis style songs. So I mean, for like I say, it's just like it's impossible for me to fail. You know, it's impossible for me to fail. Um,